the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome, everybody. First DNA broadcast Drivers Network America live at Daytona Motor Speedway, the Dialed In Racing League, starting their first race of the season, Season 4. It's going to be a good day for racing. We got clear skies. Racing info says weather's clear afternoon, 80 degrees, 40% humidity, light winds at 2 miles per hour. This is stage racing. First stage break will be when the leader crosses the line to start lap 31. Caution after lap 25 will end the stage. Pit road will be closed when the leader starts lap 29. They have 75% fuel, 3 sets of tires, 4 total for the start on the car. And we have some familiar names that I'm familiar with. A couple guys in here. We're watching Rick Fagone go around the track right now. Richard Holland's in here as well. We got Nick Gardner. There he is going around the track right now. We're just getting practice time in. Little pre-race, got drivers meetings to get to. And I think they're going to have a lengthy meeting just to start out. This is a self-governing, meaning there's no admin out on the track, so everybody just kind of calls out their own cautions. It's a good good way of doing things. Self-governing body. I think it'll work out well for them. I'm your host, Bradley Cooper. So welcome to DNA. It's a brand new YouTube channel. And first client of the year, Dialed In Racing League. I think we're good on the overlays. I think everything's working right. If you're out there in the chat, let me know if everything sounds good on your end. We're going to do some quick checks on sound. Make sure everything's good. Now, I don't know for sure how loud these cars will get in certain parts of the track, so that's what we're checking right now. For the most part, I think we're balanced. I think we're good. We're good on resolution as well. All right, so just a quick update. These drivers will be running for payouts throughout the season. I was informed that points penalties will be 4 points, stage points lost if they don't call out their own accidents, on top of anything else that they might incur. I don't know if they have a strike policy or not for causing too many incidents. But most leagues will make you do a pass-through on your second, and then you park it for the race on your third. So I'm assuming that's how it works, but I'm not 100% sure. Nonetheless, we've got about 8.5 minutes to go. I'll probably, from now on, start the broadcast about 5 minutes later. There's a car going around right there. So they're driving the ARCA series car. And if you guys aren't familiar with that car, it's got a round nose on the front of it. Very difficult to draft here at Daytona with. These cars have been notorious for turning each other, even on the straightaways. Not a flat nose like the truck or the B series cars. So once you get that bumper hooked up, you got to be really careful. I wouldn't recommend it until maybe the last lap if you're pushing a teammate or something like that, but you guys better have full faith in each other. Otherwise, one of them's going around, and it's going to be a lot of pack racing. I think these guys are going to stay right on top of each other the whole race. The World Center of Racing, it's no stranger to having big crashes. We've seen some wrecks here in many leagues where 10, 12 cars get caught up in it. Hopefully that doesn't happen early on. And these guys do have one fast repair, so they do have that on their side. I believe that counts for the entire season. They'll have one fast repair per race. We have a lot of time to burn, so I'm going to just go ahead and hit the loop screen here. right, about a minute 27 left. We're going to get to qualifying. We've seen some guys go out there and do some pack racing, getting together. And we've seen a lot of crashes, so I don't know if these guys are just testing what this car is capable of doing. But we had a big pack of cars running together earlier, and it chipped away. It dominoed about 1 or 2 cars a lap before they finally ran out of cars to race with. Those guys pulled down pit road. They're getting ready for the drivers' meeting. There's Jordan Shepler. Joey Maines. I believe I'm saying that name right. Maines. Got a quick poll out there. Trial and error, yeah, for sure. Do you think we'll have a caution before lap 25? At 4 votes. 100% of people said yes. So here we go. I'm going to agree with everyone for sure. All right, so we're going to get qualifying here. Checkered flag is out for the practice session. We would be doing some pre-race interviews, but they're having a long driver's meeting tonight, so we're just going to sit here and chill. Put some background music on. Sure, Pretzel's probably going to display right up there on the screen for sure. Yep. That's what it do. We're going to get some music going, and I'm going to drink a couple beers, wait on this qualifying to be done, and we'll go through our grid. All right, we got about 3 minutes till green here. They're going through their pre-race setup, drivers meeting with Nick Gardner right now. These guys are being basically run through all the rules for the season. No incident points, bonus points, all that good stuff. I'm running through the beer right now, waiting to see. We have 30 cars in this field tonight. Looks like Jeremiah Vincent's going to start on the pole by about 1,000th of a second. A 0.01 is actually a hundredth, but it's less than that. That's just what iRacing put up there. But officially, right now on your pole, and I think this is 5-minute qualifying, and then they have the cutoff time. We have Jeremiah Vincent. We'll get the grid here in just a moment. Everybody out there in chat right now, I would like to thank you for coming to the broadcast. This is DNA, Drivers Network America. I'm Bradley Cooper, Mr. Bojangles on Twitch, if you guys don't know. Nick Gardner asked me to come over here and check out this league, see what they had going on. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of cars on the track. I like watching it. I'm excited to get to my first official broadcast at DNA, and I hope you guys are excited as well. 80 laps tonight at Daytona. 30 cars on the track. And I put a poll out there, and I bet you guys are right. 100% said caution by lap 25. Well before that, I bet we make it to lap 15. I'm going to go lap 15. I'm going to split it a little bit. But might be before that. Some of these guys are a little bit dicey. We had some guys elect not to qualify. In fact, 10 cars didn't even go on grid. So we might see less than this. Might have some guys hanging out in the back, biding their time, let the attrition take over. That also makes for, if this race goes green for a long time, that can make your race really hard. You can end up going a lap down, get out of cycle with the leaders on pitting. A lot of things can happen to you. So electing not to qualify, you better stay with the lead pack of cars and not lose that draft. Draft is going to be very important here. We've talked about that at previous restrictor plate tracks. If you lose that draft, you're going to fall back, and if you don't have a partner or somebody to work with, you could lose the draft entirely, end up going a lap down. You do not want to be solo on this racetrack. You do not want to get any damage. Front end damage is especially bad. It's detrimental to your entire race. Thankfully, they have a fast repair, but if it happens under green, you're going to have to come down that long pit road and lose a lot of time getting that repair. Rolling the dice here at Daytona. I know we go to Las Vegas, but this, to me, is the biggest gamble of any track. There's so many things that are beyond your control. And if I had to guess, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people in that first big wreck. There's some people that maybe felt they could have made it around if that guy didn't brake check them or check up too early. There's other guys that like to drive through the wrecks and not even lift, take other guys out. It just makes for a really exciting race to watch. Let's go 10 and 31. Thank you, Michael McCauley. Good to see you in chat. Appreciate you coming over here, hanging out with me. Unofficially, officially, I'm broadcasting. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Is it that obvious? I thought the race time was 8:15. We're sitting at 8:16. I don't know if I'm behind right now. I'm not. Session might have went up a little bit late. These guys might start at 8:30. I don't know. I am killing some time, I can tell you that. All right, let me kill some more time. I guess we're counting it down. Give me 1 second here.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, we're getting ready to grid here. We've got the 25 of Jeremiah Vincent starting on the pole tonight. Let's get a good TV angle on that car right there. Nationwide 25. To his outside, the 24. That's AJ Stravato. Babe Ruth machine. Looking good out there. 7 car is going to start third. That's Brett Sommers. To his outside, Nick Gardner in the 16. Starting fourth. 5th place, Chris Lockwood. That 84 machine. And to his outside, the 77 of Nicholas Starling. 43 of Jordan Shelper. Will start in the 7th position tonight. 8th position is the 20 car. Anthony Sergi. He's got Tampax on the hood. Dallas Sullivan's going to start 9th tonight. The 69 machine. Basco, I like that. Cody Atkins in the 81. Heard that name before. He's going to start 10th. 11th position, Brian Ross, and to his outside is the 98 of Anthony Pellington, sorry. Pelican, I got this, I promise. '17 car behind them. Clint Leatherwood as well. Kevin Cornelius. Nate Ostrowski. Brent Butler. The 76. Blake Blowmaker. Sorry, I butchered that one. We'll get these names. Nathan Somerville in the 3 car. Starting 17th. Carlos Gettings. Rick Fagun back there. Green. And the green flag is out. We're going to get back to the front of the field. 25 car leading them off. We had Charles Gettings, Sammy Davis, Rick Fagun, Keith Mateo, Richard Holland. A lot of guys in this field tonight. Couldn't get through all of them. Try to do that a little bit sooner next time. There's Jeremiah Vincent leading them off to a great start. '25 car off to a good lead. He's got the 7 behind him. That's Brett Sommers pushing in the inside line. Chris Lockwood on the inside as well in that Monster Energy machine. Outside line of the 24 started outside the pole. It's AJ Servato working his way back up. He's got Nick Gardner pushing him. They're looking good on the outside right now. See that 77 of Nicholas Starling's trying to get a little bit of a run as well. Go on board with the 77 car real quick. That high line seems to be working pretty well right now. As long as these guys don't overheat it, get it to that outside, they can take that lane. You got to push past the front, though. These top 20s right on top of each other right now. Brett Somers pushing that 25 of Jeremiah Vincent. Keeping him up in that lead. Doing a hell of a job right now. These guys are clean and green, lap 4. Kool-Aid Machine, the 43 right there on the inside. Jordan Shelper. He's starting to make some ground. Getting that inside line churning. Right there in that frame, you can see that little bit of turbulence. When you don't have air on that nose, it makes it really hard to keep the car down. These guys are going to get side by side. Later on in this race, you're going to see that higher groove get closer to that inside and run a lot tighter. Got to get that side draft to get that run. Right now, these guys are being patient. We're side by side, but not too close. Going back through the field, let's go back and look at Cody Atkins. The Tabasco Machine right beside him. That's the 69 car of Dallas Sullivan. These guys are biding their time as well. It looks like the 81's dropping back, giving a little bit of cushion right now. He's got the 98 Pelican behind him. These guys are storming around this track right now. Probably entering a corner about 198. This big pack of cars, it's going to be hard for these guys back here. We're going to go back and look. Looks as though my cars aren't all rendering in, so we might have to adjust some settings here. Joey Maines in the 5 car right now. Sitting in about the 18th position. Just riding around the track right now. Not making any moves. Don't do anything crazy. We got a long way to go. 80 laps of this race. There's the 39 of Timmy Emmanuel. He's got the Alfa Romeo logo on the front of that machine. We do have a car touching the wall, and that was the 29 of Clint Leatherwood. He just scuffed the outside wall. There's the Kool-Aid car coming down to the inside. Not sure if he got shoved out of the groove right there or what happened. But he's all the way down on the apron. See if we can go back and look at what happened to him. Don't have a replay for that, so whatever happened must have been pretty minor. Back up here to this lead pack. Got another car out in the outside wall. I think that's the 24 car. Nope. Even further back than that. It was the 81 of Cody Atkins that made a brush the wall there. Right now, staying in the lead, Jeremiah Benson. We're on lap 10 of 80. Just about halfway through the first stage. These guys have stayed clean, but we're going for stage points here. Whoever crosses that line at lap 29. Pit road would close 2 laps before. Stage will end at lap 30. Little wiggle on the outside. That's the 24. Nick Gardner's pushing behind him. AJ Stravato. These guys are getting a little bit physical, trying to get that outside line working. 77 behind them on that outside. Alice Sullivan. Looks like he was trying to make a move there for a minute. He went up and then back down. I think that inside's gonna start overheating here before too long. That 7 car, Brett Somers, has been glued to the back bumper. I mean, he's glued to the back of that 25. Kudos to these guys making it to lap 12, clean and green the whole way. My prediction might be wrong. We got about 2.5 laps to figure it out. Everybody that voted a caution before lap 30, it's not looking good, even before lap 25. So through the field real quick, we got Jeremiah Vincent, Brett Somers, AJ Stravato, Chris Lockwood, Nick Gardner, Nicholas Starling, Dallas Sullivan, Anthony Pelican, Anthony Sergi, and Brian Ross in your top 10. Back here in 11th, we got Clint Leatherwood, Timmy Emmanuel, Brett Butler, Blake Blomaker, I'm sorry, I butchered that one again. Mark Beverly, Nate Ostrowski. You hear these guys in the middle of the pack, they have to lift a little bit so they don't run the guys over in front of them. Little shuffle for the lead up here. 7 car looks like he might be making a move here soon. I want to say that my traffic settings are taking some of the cars off the track because the frame rate target's not being met, so we might have to adjust that setting. I think we're only showing like 25 cars out on the track right now. That's on me. Not used to having this many cars on the field at one time to render in a replay. But so far, the cards held up well. So I think we can bump it back up to the full 30. See this whole field. Thought Brett Salmers was going to make a move here. He's got the 84 behind him. They had enough room. Chris Lockwood could have went with him. But it's only halfway through the stage. We still got another like 12 or 13 laps to get through. We're lap 17 of 80. We've been clean the whole time. Long back straightaway. This is about what the spotters will see. This camera angle. There's a little tuck on the inside. At the 25 might have left a little too much room there. Might be letting that 7 car breathe a little bit. He's got nobody in front of him here, so the 25 is nice and cool. Jeremiah led every single lap so far. And Nick Gardner doing a hell of a job keeping that 24 up there right next to him as well. Bravado is having a hell of a race. He's been really close to leading some laps. He might have snuck 1 or 2 in there that I didn't see, but right at the line, another one for the 25. On board with this 20 car at the Tampax machine. Anthony Sergi. He's been keeping it up close to that top 10. Right on the edge of it. Definitely going to need a tear off when he comes down pit road. All this traffic, all that rubber buildup on the track. Behind him, we got the 6 car. Ryan Ross. Trying to sneak up there in that top 10. But nobody's really challenged for the lead yet. We're going to see a challenge, I'd say probably with about 2 to go. The 25's doing a great job letting that 7 car breathe. This guy's sneaking up through the field right here. Anthony Pelican. We got the 17 lap car, I believe. Kevin Cornelius. He's going to go 1 lap down. 43 is out of the race officially. 17 is going to go a lap down. Let's see if everybody can clear him and get around. Looks like everybody's going to be able to make it by. There's Richard Hall and Rick Fagone working together. Sitting outside the 96 car, Charles Gettings. Nathan Somerville in front of them. We're coming really close to stage, but we got a car in the wall hard. Not sure who that was. I want to say it was 29. Leatherwood. I don't know if he had maybe a connection issue, because that car seems really clean. It is blinking. So whatever we saw there, that was just a car. It was a connection issue, and we're still green. Lap 23 out of 80. And still your leader right now, Jeremiah Vincent, doing a hell of a job. Nobody's made a move yet, but I wouldn't put it past him to try to do something 3 wide here, get that stage points. Stage points is what's going to win championships. Adam Bacon, thank you. Yeah, it's probably the setting within the min-max that I turned down the amount of cars that are visible. So I'll probably work on that, take a little break here on this stage, see if I can adjust it. Hopefully we can fix it. Not being able to see the whole field, show you guys the how these guys are right on top of each other. Kind of tough. These guys are starting to single out. See the 43 back out on the track. Might have had a connection issue. 7 car looked like he tried to move. He's got stuck out there on the outside now. He's got help from the 24. Let's see if AJ Stravado can push that 7. Get Brett Somers up to the lead. Here we go. On the outside. There goes Brett Somers. He's clear. He's going to drop down in front of the 25. 25, a little wiggle on the apron. These guys are starting to get a little more racy. We got stage points, 4 laps to go in the stage. Pit road will be closing here. What a move by the 24 to get down in front of him. AJ Stravado got down in front of the 7. Took the lead away from Brett Somers. Somers not going to lead a lap this time by Nick Gardner on the outside. He's got Pelican behind him. (16, 24, 98, and 7). That's your front 4 right now. Oh, and we got a big wiggle down there. The 24 and the 7, we got a wreck.
Yellow flag is down.
Big wreck there. Brett Somers is in it. So lap 27, our first caution tonight, and we had a big wreck there. Brett Somers, Jeremiah Vincent, AJ Stravado is in it. See if we can go back and take a look real quick. There's the 7 and the 25 getting caught up in it. There's the 10 car, Rick Fagone, barely getting through it. Boy, oh boy, I bet he had his hands full right there. We're going to go on board with him. Rewind real quick. We don't have on board with Rick until the wreck's happening. He snuck through it somehow. This will end this first stage of the race. And right now, coming in to pit road will be Nick Gardner, and he's your leader right now. I'm going to try to adjust these settings, see if I can get things to work a little bit more correctly. Take a quick commercial break, grab another beer, and DNA. Be right back right after this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, we're getting ready to go green. 36 car of Keith Mayato is going to start him off here.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. There goes the 36 car on the loud pedal. 24 to his outside. Travada must not have got too much damage from that. Didn't get too caught up in it. So he's able to stay up towards the front. So your first stage winner, I believe it was Nick Gardner. My timing and scoring was correct. Coming down pit road, Nick Gardner got beat off the pit road, and 36 took the lead. So Keith Mayatu, I'm not 100% on that one. I'll learn these guys' names through the season. I'm sure by the end of the year I'll butcher a few of them, and they'll let me know about it. There's a 16 to the outside. Nick Gardner getting a little shove from the 24. And there goes Nick Gardner back to the lead. It was a good move there on the outside. But now the 24 and 77 are starting to make up ground. There's a new guy in the mix, Mark Beverly. He's worked his way up into the top 5. Check in with the leader from the previous stage. Led a lot of laps here is Jeremiah Vincent. He's back here running with it appears to be the 5 car of Joey Maines. So they're tandemed up. A lot of ground to make up on those guys, though. My timing and scoring is actually showing them about 50 seconds back. And then midfield here, we got Nate Ostrowski. Go on board with him real quick, show you the turbulence. Little brush with the wall there. Curse of the camera on the 14 car, but about to go 3 wide. He was 3 wide there for a moment. Had the Alfa Romeo machine in the middle. Back up towards the front. Nick Gardner, still your leader. Anthony Sergi running right now in the 8th position. Looks like he's trying to breathe it a little bit, getting down on that apron. It is outside the 31 of Richard Holland. So that inside line still prevailing right now. These guys biding their time. Lap after lap, you see that outside groove get more and more cars in it. And we've seen a couple guys able to get a run on that outside. Got a car down on the bottom of the track. That's the 36. He's locking it up, bringing it down pit road. It's a hard lock up, but he's going to make it to his pit stall, okay? Doesn't look like he got a speeding penalty. He's clean. Yeah, Bacon, I'll probably need help there, getting that set up correctly. Went through all my settings and basically told iRacing to render 40 cars, but they didn't seem to care. So we still got cars blinking out. We're not getting the full field. Right now, your leader. Just behind him, we got Nick Gardner, Anthony Pelican, and they're looking good right now in that inside group. Chris Lockwood, he's been maintaining the top 5 the whole night. Lurking just inside the lead there. Has an opportunity to take that outside if he wants it. Good check in here. We got the 3 car in Nathan Somerville. Currently, he's running in the 13th position. Kind of back and forth, 11th, 13th. Timing of scoring has a hard time keeping up at this track. Yeah, 36 pinned up there on the outside. He pitted a little early. These guys have 3 sets of tires. 75% fuel. See if he can get back in this draft. Pitting by your lonesome like that can be a little tough. You don't have a partner coming down pit road, go a lap down like that. I think we got to move for the lead here. 24. Looking to the outside. He's matching him side by side with Nick Gardner right now. Stravato's been having a hell of a push by that 77 the whole race. Couldn't quite get it done there in the front stretch. Like we got a car on the wall up there. But Leatherwood. I know he was blinking a little bit earlier, so maybe not a touch with the wall. But he is really close to it. He's got a whole storm of cars going by him. And a little contact with the 14. Now he really is riding the wall for sure. Nate Ostrowski just about got turned there on the outside. Was able to keep it under him. 39 laps to go. Riding on board with Nick Gardner right now. They cross the line here. Nick's been able to pull it out to about 3 car lengths. He's got a good push here on the 98. Inside line still holding out. Great driving by these guys. 1 caution so far, happened on lap 27. Since then, been clean and green. Nick Gardner staying up front. I'm interested to see when these guys are going to pit. We haven't had many cautions, so a lot of guys have elected to stay out, and we had some short pitters. The 36, the 29 have short pitted. It's a different strategy for some of these guys. Fuel mileage isn't as much of a factor here unless you're the guy that's up front the whole time, so Nick Gardner's probably going to have to pit a couple laps sooner than the rest of the field here. He's burning up a lot more than the rest of the cars. And that has to do with the air resistance on the front of the nose. And it's like anything else, you know, less resistance, more power. These guys are lifting in the back behind them. They're saving fuel. Hopefully Nick is able to bring a partner down pit road. Otherwise, it'd be a long journey down there by himself. Through the field again, we got Nick Gardner, Anthony Pelican, Chris Lockwood, AJ Stravato, Anthony Sergi, Nicholas Starling, Mark Beverly, Blake Blomaker, Brian Ross, and Richard Holland, your top 10. We're back here with the 12 of John Zelski. I'm really sorry. These are some new names. I'll get them. Zelski, I believe, is the way that's pronounced. Running tandem with that 54 car. That's Sammy Davis. And these guys are a little far back as well. 28 to 29 seconds back from that lead pack. It's going to be a long run back, but probably short pitted. Knew these guys are going to have to pit eventually. This could benefit them in the long run. Check back in with Jeremiah Vincent, who was leading a lot of laps here. Had a great start to this race. He's still running tandem with that 5 car. It's Joey Maines. These guys are even further back. I think they're praying for a pit stop in this front to work out in their favor. Maybe a caution. Caution would get him caught right back up. This league has done a hell of a job so far. I'm really impressed. My first broadcast, we went clean and green at Daytona for the most part. One caution, stage racing caution was going to come out anyway. Nick Gardner kind of parting the seas there. 24 getting a hell of a push. Might lead a lap this time by. Stravato to the outside. Looks like he might get it this time. Put Stravato to the lead. Just edged out Nick Gardner for that lap. He's getting a hell of a push now. That outside's starting to work hard. 13 car back there. That's the 13 of Beverly. He's starting to make some moves. This inside line's starting to lose a little ground. 24 is hanging right with Nick Gardner now. A lap car coming up here. It's a 5. He's maintaining the bottom and he's going to have to come up to the top. See if everybody can get by and clear him. That's going to shuffle things up there in the front a little bit. 24 and 77 lost a little bit of their momentum. Let's go on board with Richard Holland, show you the turbulence of this field. The 200-mile-an-hour headache. It is a lot of work to keep this car stable and keep it off of somebody else. These guys are doing a hell of a job. I'm loving what I see. Nick Gardner leading a lot of laps here in this second stage. Coming up on another lap car, but watch them storm by. These guys are hauling ass. We saw a guy that disconnected earlier in the race, got back into the session. That was the 43 of Jordan Kepler. Had a little bit of connection issues. Was able to make it back in. That's what it takes to make a championship. When you have some issues, you get back out there. He's 2 laps down right now in 29th, but anything can happen. They got a few cars that are being scored out of the race, and for whatever reason, my timing and scoring says the top 5 is out of the race. I think it's because they're not rendering. So all the cars that are showing out of the race aren't actually out. That's on me for whatever reason. iRacing has half the field not being shown. That's just one of the kinks I have to work out. This is my first official broadcast. I've helped out with other leagues in the past and done some broadcasting, but this is my first gig on my own. My first race here with Daytona Racing League. And boy, do I love this camera angle. This is an amazing camera angle. I like this one as well. A lot of cool camera angles here at Daytona. I'm really looking forward to seeing this 84 car. He's been lurking this whole race. Chris Lockwood biding his time. I think he's got something for these boys. He hasn't pushed the issues, just been running in that top 5 the whole race. A lot of potential there. 28 laps to go. I like where he's sitting right now. And if we know anything from Daytona, whoever's leading the race on the last lap most likely isn't going to win it. A lot of times guys will build up a big run, push that outside line, take it 3 wide. It's going to be tough to keep it down there. I want to be the guy in second place on turn 3. $27 laps to go. 24 matching the outside groove again. Travado, 77. Nicholas Starling. He's giving a good push here. He's got the 31 behind him of Richard Holland. Baby Ruth right in front of him. Sneak back through the field again. Nick Gardner, Stravato, Pelican, Chris Lockwood, Nicholas Starling, Anthony Sergi, Richard Holland, Mark Beverly, Cody Atkins, and Nathan Somerville, your top 10. Go back a little bit further in 11th position. You got Blake Blomaker, that 72 car. They're passing some lap traffic here. That was the tandem we saw earlier, that 54 and 12 car. Blomaker has potential to go up to the front here. He's just got to find a partner. Looks like he's got the 36 right behind him. Right beside him, actually. Went to that outside line. These guys are running about half throttle down that backstretch. Still your leader, Nick Gardner. Amazing job right now. Great pushing by the 98 to put him up there. And we got a little bit of a move here. Looked like the 84 was going to start it. He's peeking at that outside line. I think he's going to try it here. A lot more turbulence. These cars are shuffling around a lot. Starting to tuck in close as well. The 24 getting really close to that inside line. We're going to pass a lap car here. Clint Leatherwood. I want to just shout out to the lap traffic that's been on the outside, doing a great job keeping it up out of the way. Not just the 29, multiple cars have been passed here 3 wide. Amazing to see that many times that we've went 3 wide like that, and they've been able to keep it green. So kudos to those guys. We're coming up on 20 to go. Little bit of turbulence back there. We got the, looks like the 36 car. He had a little bit of a peak by the 72. Keith Miato had a little bit of a peak. That 72 car looking inside. Lamaker thought about it, gave him the ground back. These guys might be thinking about green flag pit stops here. Ryan Ross looks like he's part of this turbulent pack. And there's the 7 car, Brett Summers, that was out towards the front earlier in this run. That first stage, he was running P2, pushing the 25 car. We check back in with Vincent. Whole field is fanned out. 14 car looks like he's coming off at pit road. Ostrowski all the way down on the apron, letting these guys by. I really think these guys are thinking about green flag pit stops now. 24 all the way to the bottom. What a move there. He's setting up a pit stop, for sure. I'm not doubting that at all. He went from the high line to the low line, found a hole. He's getting down there. He's got to pit. He's been up there kind of like Nick, where he has to pit. He's been getting all that air on the front of the car. So I look for him and Nick Gardner to pit together. 20 laps to go. Hope they can get on and off pit road without any mistakes. Oh, there they come right there. Pelican leading them on pit road. 84 car. Oh, little contact there. That was a close one. We're able to keep it clean. Nick Gardner on pit road as well. Oh, 84 missed this pit stall. That's going to cost him a lot of time. Here they come off pit road. Looks like maybe right sides for some of these guys, but side by side, the 3 and the 16. Hopefully the 3 doesn't get a penalty for an unsafe pit exit there. Pit stops with these other cars. Here comes the 24 Stravato down pit road. Thought he would pit it a little bit sooner than that, the way he made the move down there. Got the 77 of Starling on pit road as well. Oh, both those cars missed pit road. Wow, that 77 way too far left, so he's going to lose a lot of time. There goes the 81 off the pit road. Cody Atkins, clean for him. Like the 10 and the 31. Got the 20 behind them, coming down pit road. 21's going to miss his pit. 6 cars sideways on pit road. He missed pit road entirely. So did the 20. That's gonna cost the 6 car a lot of time. He's going back. He's going a lap down for this one. 20 was able to recover, but he's gonna get a holding penalty. That's gonna cost both these cars. .31 looks like he's clean and green off pit road. Right behind that teammate of the 10, Rick Fagone. We've got the 69, Dallas Sullivan. Great job on pit road for these guys, but man, that 6 car, he lost a lot of ground just now. That 20 still being held on pit road. There's the penalty for him. But get back out here on the track. Nick Gardner wasting no time on and off pit road. He's got Pelican behind him, the 3 car is Somerville. Great job by this tandem. We had some takers really early. We're going to see where this field shuffles out. I don't think it made a big difference with these guys pitting early. I think they lost more ground than they gained. And it cycles out here. We got Nick Gardner to the lead. $16 laps to go. Let's see how good of a partner that 98 car will be. You can make as many friendships as you want in a league. You can have all the teammates ever, but when it comes down to that white flag, all the friendships are gone. Single file for that front pack, and it's going to be a lot of ground to make up back here. Looking back here at this second pack of cars, you got the 17 leading them. 17 of Kevin Cornelius is actually being scored a lap down, I believe. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but I think he's a lap down. 24 car had a hard time on pit road, missed his pit stall. These guys got a lot of ground to make up. See that lead pack of cars way out there in the distance? They're coming out of turn 1. It's going to be a long road to catch them, but these guys are going to have to single file out because that front has. Front tandem right here. Look at that gap back there. With 14 to go, this front pack is home free as long as there's not a caution. If I'm looking outside right now, I think the 3 car has a good bet. I think the 98 might stick with the 16 of Nick Gardner. 96 and 3 car can make a run to the outside here and take the lead. They've got plenty of time to do it. Somerville, Gettings, I think they can make it. Let's see if they can make it work here. Nick Gardner still your leader right now. Brett Sommers found his way back in the top 5, working hard tonight. Got caught up in that early caution. 84 car missed his pit stall, but he's up there in the top 10. Lockwood hasn't lost much ground. There's Alex Pelican. We haven't talked about him much tonight. We went through the field a few times. I haven't heard that name yet. He's got dialed on Race League on the hood of that machine. He might have a partner here. He might be able to sneak up. But one more time through the field. Nick Gardner, your leader. 98 of Pelican. Second position, 3 cars, Somerville. Charles Gettings, the 96, just behind them. Steven Carr found his way back in the top 5. That's Brett Sommers. 84, didn't lose too much time. Lockwood's looking good right now, sitting pretty. 46. Alex Pelican. Just behind him, the 81 car. Cody Atkins. 39. Looking good. Timmy Emmanuel. I think Emmanuel's actually being scored a lap down. I'm not 100% sure on that. So just inside your top 10 actually is Rick Fagone. He's back here with the second tandem of cars. They're working hard, but I don't know if they've got enough time. Some other takers on pit road. With 10 to go, though, I'm not sure what's going on back there with that 36, but he's on pit road again. He missed pit road. We're going to stay green. About 3 seconds back for this second pack of cars. Followed is 13, it looks like. Travato. My timing and scoring is all over the place. We're gonna have to fix the rendering for these cars from the leader to get that timing and scoring working correctly. When I switch to the lead pack, it actually renders them in late. Thought I had everything set up correctly. Apparently not. This is my first go around. It'll be better next week. You guys aren't, make sure you hit the subscribe button. You get the notifications that we're going live. It's Monday at 8:30. 8:15 is supposed to be the time, I think. We're going to go live at 8:15 exactly. Get these guys going to Texas Motor Speedway next week. Out in Racing League, DNA, Drivers Network America. You can catch me on YouTube. I have another alias, Mr. Bojangles91 on Twitch. Also on TikTok. 8 laps to go. Nick Gardner, your leader right now. Looking really good. That static cam looking really good. Look at these guys thunder by. That front pack is pulling away. They stayed single file. They've done a great job. Amazing how clean and green this race has stayed. 1 caution so far. We still have 7 laps to go. Incredible by all these drivers. We got to move to the outside. There's the 3 car of Somerville. There's the push we were talking about. Pinching down on the 16 of Nick Gardner. There's the push by the Alfa Romeo behind him. Right now, it's looking like the 3 car might prevail in this back straightaway. 6 laps to go. Can Nick Gardner hold on? We've got the 98 of Pelican pushing to his inside. I was telling you that 3 car, I liked where he was sitting right now. He thought so too. He's going to the outside, trying to get around him. That's a little bit of lap traffic pushing to the outside. I got a notification from Steam. Thank you. Keeping it up there. That outside doesn't have quite as many cars in it, but it's got some Alfa Romeo horsepower. It's got the 81 out there as well. Cody Atkins. I think they're going to clear him this time. Here we come down the backstretch. Didn't quite get it. Pinching down on that inside line. 5 laps to go. We're going to go 4 this time. Nathan Somerville is driving his heart out. But it's just going to be tough to get past Nick Gardner and Anthony Pelican. Just behind them, the 96 car. He's probably going to look to make a move. That's Giddings. Charles has been looking good right now, running at top 5. 7 car might make a move with him. I'm looking for 3 wide with 1 to go. There's the 3 car to the lead. Was able to clear him that time by. Nathan Somerville, your leader. Got the 39, the lap car, the 39 to the outside. Manuel did a hell of a job. He's going to go to the inside now. Cody Atkins to the outside, 84. 3 laps to go. We got to push to the outside, a little bit of turbulence.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we got a yellow flag out there on the track. With 3 laps to go, it's going to shuffle the whole field up, put these guys back together. See if we can find where this caution happened. Leave green, white checkers are on. We're going to get our first one. We got a car on its side there, down the backstretch. Not sure what happened there. I'm not really sure what happened here. A previous crash one more time. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. Let's see if we had any takers on pit road. Cody Atkins, your leader right now. I don't think we're going to have any take. Oh, there's the 81 down pit road. Really would have liked to found that caution. I'm going to have to hit the hard rewind and see if we can find where this caution happened. Nope, it's just not rendering the caution at all. Nope, I have nothing. All right, so we're gonna have to do something about that. Try to get these cameras fixed. Right now, scoring P1, Chris Lockwood with 3 to go. And a green-white checkered. All right, we got a poll out there in chat for everybody. Will we finish under green? We get doubled up here. It was the 12 car. I could not find the actual accident. I was looking through the whole field. 31 was involved in it. So Chris Lockwood, Nathan Somerville up front here. 1 lap till green. Anthony Pelican, Nick Gardner, Brett Sommers, Charles Gettings, Alex Pelican, Rick Fagone, Nicholas Starling, and Blake Blomaker. Your top 10. All right, they say we're going to finish under green. Let's find out. Chris Lockwood's going to take him green here.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. 3 laps to go. Green, white, checkered. 2 laps now. From Chris Lockwood, I'm going to get locked up with that 98 as quick as possible. Drag those brakes a little bit. There it is. Getting these things up to speed is really tough here. Really tall 4th gear. Oh, we got a car down on the apron back there. We're going to stick with this lead pack and see who can prevail. The 3 car on the outside, Nathan Somerville, trying to get that push by Nick Gardner. Anthony Pelican was pushing the 18 earlier. Now he's got the 84 in front of him. He's going to have to push really hard if he wants to get that run. Try to clear that 3. There's a little shove there on the exit of 4. Here comes the white flag. 1 lap to go. Pulling away. He's got a great pusher down there, and he's getting shoved out of the line, and there's a wreck. Big crash. And it looks like, oh my goodness. Huge crash behind him. Let's get back up here to the front because we had a guy get through it. Alex Pelican able to get by. He's got the 77. They're running. Oh, they ran into the wall. There's the 51 down to the 57. Crossing the line. Alan Dice is able to pull it off. No idea. But that that 46 and the 77 got together on the outside, and Alan Dice took advantage of it, was able to pull by and sneak out the victory. We had a big crash back here. We're going to go back and take a look at it. I can't find the cars to render it. Big wreck from the lead pack on. Let's go on board with the 39 car. Wow, he got destroyed. I don't even think he rendered. That's Brent Butler just now. Michael McCauley says Ricky top 3. He got 4th, I believe. Look at this crash right into the 84. Wow. Go on board with the 12 car here. I don't have the 12 car because my, okay, so let's go back with the 13. Man, this rendering is just broken. I don't know why it does this. 39 seemed to be a car we can stick with here. See the big wreck in front of him already happening. 39 able to sneak through it. Wow, what a crash. But there's your winner right there, the 57 of Alan Dice. We're going to figure out the whole rendering thing and all those problems that we're having. And I'll take care of that next week. Make sure we have the whole field. But congratulations to Alan Dice, your top 3 officially. We're going to throw it up there on screen real quick. Your finishing order. Alan Dice, Alex Pelican, Nicholas Starling, your top 3. Rick Fagone, Timmy Emmanuel, Cody Atkins, Blake Blomaker, Charles Gettings, Brett Summers, and Nathan Somerville, your top 10. This is DNA Racing. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial. We'll catch up with your top 3 and get them down to victory lane with Alan Dice in just a moment. This is Dialed In Racing League. back and we're caught up in victory lane with the 57 of Alan Dice. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We watched the crazy finish there at the end and we saw the 77-46 get together and you just kind of swooped on by and take the win there. What was going through your mind when that happened?
Yeah, I saw the 77 kind of make that move to the outside, and I went like I was gonna go with him, and I saw the 46 make that block, and I just went low and tried to avoid it, and figured I'd be in the best place doing that, so it worked out. Still shaking from it. I'm pretty excited.
Those post race jitters, man. We were watching you burn it down there at the end, and it was crazy. The whole race going green like that. And we didn't really have any cautions that were substantial, but that last wreck, I bet there was 20 cars involved in it.
Yeah. I came around that when I was on the low side and went down low when I saw him get together up ahead of me. I went down low into the apron on the back stretch and got by that. And I looked up and I was like, oh my goodness, there's only three of us. So I just got in the draft and caught back up to their tail. And there's a wreck prior to that, I guess right before the stage. I missed that one too. So I still have a fast repair in the bank. See if I can take that with me next week. I'll talk to Nick and see what he says.
Yeah, I don't think they roll over, but nonetheless, great job tonight. Never saw it coming, just out of nowhere, the big wreck, and then you were able to sneak through that and then sneak around the 46 and 77. So congratulations, man. Hell of a job.
Thank you. Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
No, it takes skill to get around this place, man. It's a gamble every time you come here.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right, you got anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's finish?
Yeah, definitely DNA for putting on an awesome broadcast. Appreciate what you're doing. Thank the guys back in the BTDY team for doing the burnout with me and being there to run with me all race long. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to come back next week.
All righty, that's Alan Dice, your first place finisher, getting it done at Daytona in the season opener. We'll look forward to catching up with you again sometime.
Sounds good.
All right, we're going to move on to your second place finisher. And this guy put a hell of a block on, got him up there in the outside wall, but you got that second place finish. Alex, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, dude, what a block there. I thought you were going to pull it off, and then it just, the contact broke your momentum. What happened there?
Honestly, didn't think I was gonna get that high up there and get into him, but I apologize to Nick for that. Just trying to, give it all I got.
Well, that's what you got to do here. I mean, everybody's going for that P1 there on that green-white checker, and that big wreck there that happened behind you guys, it looked like maybe 20 or so cars got involved in that, and you guys were able to sneak by. Tell me what was going through your mind finding yourself in the top 10 there at the end.
Just hopefully hit a hole if it opened, and was content really there, staying behind my teammates, the 7, the 16, the 98, trying to get one of them a win. But once all that happened, coming off of turn 2, saw my shot and just come a little short.
Well, we had a great race. It was caution free. Did a hell of a job. You snuck up there in the top 10 and almost pulled off a win. You got anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's finish?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my dialed in racing teammates. You for broadcasting the league. You do a great job. Everybody that shows up every week. Congrats to Alan. Congrats to Nick for finishing third. Sorry if I stole your win. But yeah, I do apologize to Nick for wrecking him there.
Yeah, we threw you up there in that top 3 waiting room together. I didn't really think about that, but you guys already finished it and on good terms again. So congratulations, man. We look forward to talking to you next week.
Yep, thank you.
That was your second place finisher, Alex Pelican. We're going to catch up with third place here on pit road. It's Nick Starling. Nick, we saw you have all that momentum there and then some crazy blockage, but you snuck through that wreck at the end. So close with the 7 and 96. What was going through your mind there?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things, man, had that basically first half of the race. I was working with AJ Stravato on that high line and everything was calm. And I kind of knew at the end there, I was kind of in a good spot if there was a big crash there on the back stretch and just kind of waiting for it. And I think it's just one of those things where like you're following the car in front of you so much from drafting them. I kind of just followed Alex and he kind of led me through there, which Alan essentially followed me and Alex. So I think that's how all three of us got through it.
We watched you up there. You were pushing Stravado. You guys had a good run on the outside. Top 5 most of the race. These places are a gamble, though. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just funny how these races go. So, I'm running top 5 most of the night, running behind AJ, and we get that green flag pit stop and overshoot. We'll hit the pit entry good, overshoot the box, then too far left, so back it up, get in there, and kind of sitting 15th, like 20 seconds behind. That's pretty much it. And then that caution just shakes it all up, and then you have 3 guys who finished in the top 3 that were essentially running 10th back after the pit stop. So it really did shake it up.
Yeah, yeah. And anything like this, you don't count yourself out, even with 2 to go. And we found that out tonight. There was 2-3 laps to go, and the caution brought you guys all back together for a green-white checkered. But it was fun to watch from my point of view. Maybe not fun for some of the guys got wrecked out, but nonetheless, Nick, congratulations on 3rd place, man.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Thank you for the broadcast.
Anytime. Anybody else you'd like to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to thank, BTDY Racing, Loaded Dice Racing tonight. Big congrats to Alan Dice. I think that's at least the first league win that I've been with him. So, for things to kind of end like that, like it did, I'm glad to see him get the win, if anybody else. And then, yeah, just DRL, Dialed In Racing League, all the admins, and obviously the broadcast. I appreciate everything.
Well, thank you for your time, Nick. We'll look forward to talking to you next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, man.
Take care. All right, so there is your top 3 officially broadcasting DNA Racing Network. The drivers. I'm butchering it. Drivers Network America. And this is the Dialed In Racing League. I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Shout out in chat, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're part of everything. We're going to burn it down here with the 57 car. Alan Dice, who's your race winner. And we look forward to seeing you next week at Texas. Hopefully all of our overlays and all of our broadcasting, all the kinks are worked out. It's my first gig, but hope you guys enjoyed it. And we're going to leave you with this right here.